Alright, this is a test video to try out my new recording software, aka QuickTime, and it's also a segue from this, my original old world that I have a couple short, shitty videos about already on my channel to my new world. First off, it's just gonna be kind of a world tour. I'm playing in creative because, hey, we can do that now. And it makes life a little bit easier. First off is this shit. It's basically, like the sign says, my hub. I basically had it connected to everything else in my world, and it made life a little bit more convenient. Something that should be a little bit familiar already is this guy at the end of the tunnel. If I can get up there eventually. This monstrosity. It's, yep, just my mob spawner that I honestly, hey, Junker, that I never honestly finished. Because, hey, why should I? By the time I got to that, the spawning system had changed, so there was really no point in doing it. But it still kind of works. Over here is a piece of shit tower. Well, actually, it's one of the main reasons I abandoned this world. I felt it looked like shit, and I really didn't want to put in time or effort of demolishing it. The other main reason I abandoned it was, as you can see, all of this snow. After the adventure update, the entire world that I originally generated became a snow biome. So there's basically snow everywhere you go. Down here is my old minecart station. Unlabeled levers. I love them. Let's see if I actually have this thing going. Probably not. It's based on a tutorial that Armitage made. That he no longer actually uses because it, is kind of broken, and pretty much always was. I think I'll just go this way to my first, what I thought at the time was a big build. It definitely wasn't. Basically the idea was I wanted to make a fortress because, hey, it's Minecraft, that's what you do. It's nothing to write home about. Originally I had this track above ground, but I got too tired of mob spawning on it. So, yeah, everything went underground. This is about all the farther I got on this thing. After a creeper exploded this staircase, I decided to give up on it. Because, hey, didn't really understand the whole lighting mechanism at that point. So this thing was always dark enough that there would be monsters spawning. So I kind of stayed in that little hub that you saw to begin with. Yep. That's the first thing. The remnants of a small tree farm. Yeah, all that fun nonsense. And then back to the hub, I guess. Yeah, why not? Over here is just a small, admittedly shitty house. At the time, I thought it looked cool, so it's alright, I guess. Let's just float over here to my second build. Remember a while ago when underwater city that was based on, I think he said, Bioshock. Well, I thought, hey, I can do that too. Nice. And started building one of my own, and quickly found out how ridiculously difficult it was. Instead of actually building it, I turned it into a tunnel for something featured in my other video. It's a lot of gravel. This guy right here. This made me really proud. It's I honestly still kind of like it. I like that it looks almost naturally generated. Not quite, especially down here. But it still is pretty cool. Plus I have the old leaf textures. All the randomly placed leaf blocks. It's great. I originally had this whole thing as a waterfall, but I had a lot of lag. I literally could not get close enough to... For a while there, I couldn't actually get close to this island without my game pretty much crashing. I don't remember how I did it, but eventually I did get all that flowing water down to pretty much just 2 blocks. Inside here, there it is, have a little cave entrance because I was like, hey, this is supposed to look like a natural cave in the sky, like you do. And no, I'm not gonna go to the little cabin. There's not much in there. Hey, AC unit. And then I only have one more little thing to show. But the only way, obviously, to get to it is through my nether. But we're not going to take the minecart. Why would I do that? Yeah, there really isn't a lot to this world. It just... I have it for some sentimental reasons, really. I mean, it's my first world, has all of my first builds in it. May as well keep it. What we're going toward is the last thing I built in this world before I moved on to bigger and brighter things. Usually I just went through the nether in peaceful, so I never actually built a tunnel. So if there are any ghast nearby, in any other mode other than creative like we are now, this thing would be fucked, pretty much. And then through the nether. Oh shit. That's always fun. And then this was the last building I made. Again, at the time, I was super proud of this, but now that I'm looking at it again, it could be a lot better. There's not much on the inside. Oh, where's the fucking button? There it is. It's still pretty empty. There's a little greenhouse thing. Down here, I originally had it all lava, which was a problem, as you can imagine, since all of my floors are wood. That was a fun time. I have this little tower thing up there, and then behind this painting is, hey, secret passageway. Yay. With a small storage room. Oh, right. There is one more thing in this world that I feel like I should show. but I'm going to cut so you don't have to watch me going through the nether once again. Back in a couple seconds. Alright, here we are coming up on the basement of what I think is my largest build in this world. It was another fortress. I figured, hey, I'm gonna try it again after my failure from my first one. At this point, I learned a little bit more, figured out lighting, so I threw torches everywhere. And lava. Lots of lava. When I built this, I was using Modern Craft, which made this look kind of like an office building, which kind of made me laugh a bit. Each floor is essentially the same, as you can see. And there wasn't much variation. This whole room thing back here was basically just to fill up empty space. Every floor has something unique on it, though. This floor, for instance, has this massive furnace room. I've never actually used never had this thing going at full capacity. It's took a lot of coal. I don't think I have any in there. Nope, not at all. The next floor up just has my storage room, which admittedly is a mess. I never really use signs in them, but that still is a mess. I doubt I could find anything. I'm gonna skip up to the top floor. I tried my hand at farming here. It really wasn't necessary for me. Didn't really do much with it. What the fuck is this? Yeah, since I never really fought monsters or anything, I didn't really see much point in having food with me. Over here, I have a couple bedrooms. This one's completely unfinished, and this one is probably as finished as it's ever gonna get. Has a nice view, though. There's a little closet back there, a couple more chests. I liked to build little greenhouses, as you probably noticed. This one especially made me happy. I just like the shape of it. With these walls, whenever I came to an opening in the mountain when I was digging, I just threw glass blocks for a wall. It's alright, I guess. It does give a pretty nice view, though. Up here is just another room. Don't really think it's necessary to go around to the back and go inside it. A couple more rooms over here. One on this side and one on the other. They're pretty much identical, but each does have this little entrance to the secret passageway back here. Not much back here, but, I stuck on the whole secret passageway thing, so, hey, what can you do? And then, down below is my nether portal. Unfortunately, on this world, I never really got my nether portals working. Most of them were too close together, and they'd all just go out through one portal. I actually don't remember where this one is in the nether, or I would have went through it. Yeah, basically the entire idea for this room was to kind of make it feel like the nether was coming in through the portal and taking over my world. Yeah, it's gonna be about it. Have a good one.